What's going on, everybody? It's your boy Allan Wade once again, back again with another video for you guys. And I want to show you guys in this video the importance and why I always recommend this fast tack stuff, especially when using your brother SE600 to embroider designs directly to garment, guys. I've said it before and I'll say it again. When you embroider a design and you test it out on your wool fabric, your linen fabric with your stabilizer, and you embroider it, it comes out perfect. And then you go to embroider it on a t-shirt, looking around for a t-shirt, I don't have one nearby. You embroider on a t-shirt. The t-shirt fabric is different, a lot different from the linen fabric that you embroider it on. So what happens is the t-shirt tends to shift. So when you go to embroider it directly onto the garment, you think that the embroidery file is messed up, but it's not. What's happening is the actual smooth cotton shirt is slipping, and it's making the design not come out perfectly. So it's really, really important to use fast tack when you're doing this. And I'm going to display this for you guys and show you guys exactly what I mean. We're going to do the Tommy Hilfiger embroidery design. So let's get right into this and show you guys. I haven't done this, so hopefully it works out. We'll see. If it doesn't, I'll try it on another file in the same video, guys. So let's embroider this really fast. Let's jump into it. All right, guys, so once again, we start off by turning on our brother SE600 sewing and embroidery machine. And we already have, our hoop all hooped up, small hoop this time because we're doing a small little design. We're just gonna go ahead and slide it on in there underneath and hook it into our embroidery machine. Here is our SE600 screen. You go ahead and hit the button right there, boom, boom, cancel that. And we go ahead and navigate to our design that we will be embroidering, guys. Go ahead and hit that digitized logo folder is what I'm hitting. You navigate to wherever yours is and try it along with me. All right, let's see if I can find it along. Oh, here it is. Boom, boom. And we're gonna change the hoop size right here to a small hoop and edit, embroider. And it says this design is gonna take 2 minutes. I need a white, I need a red, and I need a blue. So let me go pick those colors in my handy dandy kit, and I will load it up accordingly. The white comes first, then the red, followed by the blue. And look at this, I have my white sitting right here, so we just need the red and the blue. All right, we got our handy dandy Smith Reed thread kit here. Let me go ahead and put our spool saver on because we didn't have it on our white, and that's why we're a little bit tangled up. So we go ahead and put that on there. Boom. And I don't see, there we go. We got some red right there, and we want something that looks like the Tommy blue. This is 550. Color matches right here. 550. That one isn't even on here. Interesting. 07. That's gonna be a Prussian blue. Guess we can use that. We'll use that. Looks close enough to Tommy. Flip it around. Got more colors on this side. What's 420? 420 is electric blue. What about electric blue? Electric blue or the Persian blue? Which one looks more Tommy-ish? We're gonna go with, I'll just use this one because this one looks like I never used it before. So I'll use this one. We also have this one right here, 405, and this one is just a regular blue right here. This is probably goes more with it, to be honest with you, so I'll just use this for the sake of design. All right, so links to everything I'm using down in the description below, guys. If you need to purchase any embroidery thread, if you need to purchase your SE600, if you need to purchase any of the supplies that I'm using in this video, the links are down in the description below. use my Amazon link because I am an Amazon affiliate and I get credit. It helps the channel out a lot. Greatly appreciate it. Also, subscribe to the channel if you're not subscribed already, and stay tuned for more embroidery videos. All right, so let's get started with the first color. On the screen of the Brother SE600, you see the first color is white, then red, then blue. So we're gonna go ahead and load up our white thread really fast. Boom. I have a video showing how to load this up. I have black thread in here right now. Interesting. Okay, let's get that out of there, out of the way for the sake of the video. I'll deal with that later. And it's this simple to load up the machine, guys. That fast. And you'll get fluid in this just like me. Fluid in this just like me once you do it a few times. And each part of this is going to take 1 minute or less. Each part is designed 1 minute or less. And watch how fast this one stitches out, guys. It's all loaded up and ready to go. Foot is down. Just press the button and it starts. Oh! Did the thread come loose? Oh, it looked like the thread came loose at first, but I guess it didn't. It looked like it came loose at first, guys, but it didn't. All right. So it's stitching out the white part. And the white part is done. So real fast, now we're gonna switch to the red part. Up, swipe. And again, guys, this is my first time stitching this design out. I just made it on the software and I've never stitched it out before, so hopefully it comes out good. If not, we'll have to do it again and do this video all over again. Well, I'll just adjust it in the software and then we'll stitch out the perfect version and we'll try to put it on a shirt, see what it looks like, see how it comes out. And if it doesn't come out good, we'll use a fast tack and then we'll see how it comes out. But it's got to come out perfect on this linen right here, and that's how we know the design is good, because that's a lot of times we stitch it out, it comes out perfect as we get it right when we practice it, but then you go stitch it on a shirt and it's messed up. It's because we're not using the fast tack, guys. So that's the purpose of this video right here. That's what I'm trying to show you guys. All right, so now we're stitching out the red portion of the design. See how it comes out. See how it comes out. Like I said, I never stitched this out before, so let's see how clean it is. See what it looks like. All right, that portion is done. Swipe, swipe. Already I can see that I could get this design a little bit neater, a little bit cleaner. But we'll put the blue on and see how it comes out for the sake of the design. And that's one thing about the SE600. I wish I had a machine where the thread was just in there already, but this is a great starter machine. So don't think that you need to spend a ton of money buying a machine where you can load up 12 different types of threads, because you don't. This is a really good starter machine, guys, and it can get the job done to do a lot of different designs that you want to do, and at a fraction of the cost. To get a machine that can load up a bunch of different colors, initially, look at this, the thread is all tangled up. I'm gonna take this off. I'm gonna wind this up a little bit so that the thread doesn't get tangled. To get a machine like that is gonna cost you a bunch of money, guys. So I highly recommend the SE600 as a starter embroidery machine, especially to familiarize yourself with how to embroider and the basics on embroidering. And in a lot of different mediums, no matter what you're doing, if you can do that task on a manual machine, which this is not a manual machine, but it's pretty basic. If you can do those tasks on these basic smaller machines, then when get to the more advanced machines, it should be relatively easy. So that's why it's a good idea to start off with something like the Brother SE600, guys. So let's see how this comes out. See what we're dealing with here. A little bit of jumps. Might have to go into the software and make a few adjustments to the design so it comes out perfectly. We'll see in a moment. This is a fast stitch. Quick stitch. Alright, so we're all done with this design. Let's see how it came out. Let's see the results. Alright guys, I say not bad, but again, it's not perfect, but it's close. It's close. You can see how this could be a little bit more square, and once again, that might be because it needs some pull comp added to it. So I'll tell you what, why don't we do this again? I'll look in the I'm just looking at it, guys, and seeing what it needs. I think it needs some pull comp added to this. All sides can use a little bit of pull comp, actually. So let me go into software and I'll adjust this. We'll stitch another one up again right here and we'll compare the two. All right guys, so I did it again and it's not that much of a noticeable difference. Yeah, it's not that much of a noticeable difference, but we're gonna go ahead and try to put this on a shirt and see exactly how it comes out. So I'm gonna go ahead and hoop a regular standard cotton t-shirt in this hoop right here with some regular tearaway stabilizer, just like I'm doing in here, and I'm gonna show you guys what the difference is when you're using linen and tearaway stabilizer versus a t-shirt and tearaway stabilizer, so you guys can see what happens, all right, and why the fast tack spray is so important. Holding this right here because it looks like a cool thumbnail. All right, let's switch it up. All right guys, now we have a standard t-shirt, black t-shirt. You can see the seams hooked up to the embroidery machine. We're all hooped up and ready to stitch this Tommy design out. I hooped it as best as I could. You see there's no wrinkles in here. So let's go ahead and press the button and start embroidering and see what happens if there's any slipping or any sliding or anything like that. Let's see what happens. Alright, that part is done. And already, to be honest with you, I'm noticing that the white is kind of crooked. I don't know, but we can't be so sure of it, so I'm gonna keep on going. But it looks very crooked to me. And that is, I think, due to the material that we're using and the sliding that happens, like I said, when you go from your practice to actually stitching onto a garment. That's what I think that is from, and we'll test that theory in a moment, guys. All right, so we got our red thread in. Now the second part to our design. All right, just trim that little excess off right there. Go ahead and stitch out the second part. Wow. Wow, guys. Wow, guys. Now I'm gonna go ahead and let this finish stitching out. I'm gonna go ahead and let this finish stitching out, guys, but you already see what's going on right here, right? So I made this video because I was getting quite a few, hey, can you do my custom design? I'm ready to stitch it onto some shirts. I was getting a bunch of those. And when people would go stitch them on the shirts, they would send me back a picture of what they stitched on the shirt, and it wouldn't look like anything that I showed them. And when I recommended they use the fast tack, they were like, you know, they just think I'm supposed to make them a file and it's just supposed to, like, people think it's just supposed to just work. There's so many variables when embroidering. You have no idea. Like, and this is just a demonstration of exactly what I'm talking about, guys. Because you saw how it came out just now when we did it on the linen. Saw how it came out, right? Didn't slide too much. The white was right next to the red. Even though this part wasn't that straight, but the white relatively was right next to the red. Let's go ahead and let this stitch out. I'm even gonna hold this down a little bit so it doesn't jump. But we're gonna see how off or how on this design comes out. I'll tell you what, looks a hot mess to me. But hey, after it's done, I'll let you be the judge. And then I'll spray some fast tack on, and then we'll see how it comes out. Oh, sorry about that. All right. So, and I have made designs that came out good straight off the back, oh my gosh. I'm just looking at this thing like, guys, are you guys seeing this? All right, guys, nothing like what we just did, right? Compare this to these two that weren't even perfect. No comparison. This looks 20 times better, even though this right here still isn't perfect. This right here still isn't perfect, but it's 100 times better than this, right? Same file. It's the same exact file, guys. So that's what happens when you go to stitch directly to a shirt when you have a digitized file. There's so many different things that can happen. The shirt moves around. It's just a different material. So unless you practice on cotton, then your file potentially is going to slide. But what can help that is the fast tack, this stuff right here, right? So we're going to go ahead and try that again, right? But we're going to spray down some fast tack this time. We're going to see what happens. I don't know if it's going to work or not, but we're just going to try it. And instead of using the tearaway stabilizer, we're going to use the cloth. We're going to use the linen as our stabilizer. All right, so let's see what happens, guys. Let's set this up. All right, I want to show you guys how to kind of set this stuff up so that you can have some type of idea. I got a little piece of linen that I think will be sufficient. So what we're trying to do, guys, is we're trying to kind of give this material, trying to make it a little bit harder so that it has something to grip onto. Here's our old design. We're gonna try to stitch it right next to the new one. So what I'm gonna do, you can do this many different types of ways, but I'm just gonna go ahead and spray some fast tack right on here, right on there, just like that. And then now I'm going to just put this stabilizer right on top of it, and it's going to like stick it on there, right? Nice and flat. And it's just gonna stick that stabilizer on there. All right, so the wool is now on top of the the linen is now stuck to the cotton. All right. All right, so the linen is now stuck to the cotton. All right, so now we can flip it over. And now we're just gonna go ahead and hoop it. All right, as you guys see, I use this to practice plenty of stuff on. So that's why you see all the other designs and stuff. So I'm just gonna go ahead and line this up right in the back right here. Get it nice and flat. Get this right here. I wanna kinda have it next to this one so we can compare the two. But I also want it to be underneath that material so we have plenty of reinforcement. All right, so now I'm just gonna push this down. Push it down in there. Let me loosen up just a little bit. Loosen up just so I can get that in there nice and tight. And pull out the excess like I always do. Nice, steady, flat surface, all right? All right. And then tighten it up. Tighten it all the way up. All right, so you see, nice and flat in the back right here, nice and flat in the front right here. Now let's hoop it up and let's try this again and see if it's any neater or if it doesn't matter. I'm thinking that it matters because I've done this before and it played a huge difference, but let's see. Moment of truth. This is up. Go ahead and slide that right underneath there, like so. Up, hook this in like that. Boom. Make sure nothing's underneath it. It's clear. Surface nice and. All right, now let me go ahead and change the thread because I didn't do that yet. I'm gonna go ahead and use the white first, like we did. Grab our white thread. Put it in there. Acknowledging the fact that we're about to do this again. Boom. Put it in there, like so. All right, got that in there now. Moment of truth, guys. Will this work? Will it come out better? Will it come out worse? Will it come out the same as it did the first time? Horribly? Does the fast tack even make a difference? Let me move it in a little closer, get the camera a little higher so you guys can see the stitch out or get a little piece of it. All right, so we're ready to go. I'm just gonna let it go. See what happens. Is that initial square gonna be any straighter? Let's see. I don't know. I don't know, guys. Is it straighter? Looks straighter to me. Looks straighter to me. All right. Now, move that out the way. And let me put in the red. Put in the red right there. Got the red. And I had to use, this was a good design for me to test this out on because it's a small design, doesn't take up that much, doesn't take that much time to stitch out. If I would have used a bigger design, I would have wasted a lot of thread and it would have took up a lot of video and this video would have been a lot longer than it is. And I also like this design for doing this test because it has 3 different parts and seeing how the parts match together is a huge part of this, all right? So let's see if it goes right next to it or what happens. Is it off again? Let's just see. All right. That much off. It's not that much off. It's still a little bit off. Still a little bit crooked, but you can see that it made a huge difference using the stabilizer. All right, the fast tack. All right, so let me just hoop this up. We're gonna finish this up and I'm gonna show you guys what a difference it made so you guys can have a basis on if you're gonna do it or not. Because I've done, depending on what type of design you do, if the design is wide open and the elements aren't like super close together, it's a great method, guys. Great method. All right, so let's finish the last part and we'll compare. It won't be that much of a comparison, but we'll compare the two. So you guys can see the difference. I'm gonna hold this down a little bit. When it jumps, you could just like loosely hold down, but don't hold it, stop it from doing that. That's what I was just doing just now because it jumps sometimes. And again, I still think using the linen and the tearaway, it still came out better. I'm just gonna go ahead and say that before it gets done, but this fast tack made a heck of a huge difference. Let's see. I don't know, it could be even better, I'm not sure. Let's see. All right, guys. I thought it was just, I'll be honest with you, I thought it was just gonna be a little bit, maybe even, maybe, excuse the head. Maybe I thought it was gonna be like, this is actually better, to be honest with you. It's better than, I'm just trying to trim right here real fast because I got the, where the stitch went from one blue to the next blue. You could trim right there if you wanted to, and just to trim it, which I'm trying to get the thread, but I can't get it. But anyway, just to show you guys what I'm talking about, it actually came out better. I mean, compare these three. Compare the three. Compare the three. You guys should be rushing down below to use the link to buy the fast tack stuff, because even on a shirt, which I showed you guys what happens when you don't use a fast tack. When you don't use a fast tack and you're practicing on linen. Now linen on a shirt with a fast tack, look how straight that is. That's straighter than all of them, to be honest with you guys. I'm trying to put all of them in frame here. That one in your upper right hand corner, don't even like, you might as well not even look at that. But even these two right here, let me lower down my light a little bit. Sorry. Lower down my light a little bit so you guys can see it a little better. Even these two, right? In my opinion, even these two, it still looks slightly better. I mean, what do you guys think in the comment section? I think it looks a little bit better. I think it looks a little bit better. What do you guys think in the comment section down below? Let me know. Let me know. All right. I don't know. Definitely looks better than this up here. That was a hot mess, right? But look. All right. That's all I wanted to show you guys in this video. So guys, I hope you understood the concept of this video and why I made it. I felt like this video was very important based off of all the different, sorry, I was looking at something, looked like some screws were missing up here, but they're not. But I felt like this video was very important to make for you guys, because all the different embroidery techniques I'm teaching you guys, sometimes I might do something on here and you guys might go to stitch it onto a shirt and it might not come out the same exact way. And you guys need to know why. So I'm showing you guys the different solutions that I recommend that you try out, and the different options that are available to you so that you guys can get the best stitch. And I've showed you guys this stuff in a few other videos. I'm not sure if you've gotten it, purchased it yet, but I mean, if this video does not convince you to buy this stuff, then good luck. And the real reason why I really thought this video was very, very important to make was my last client that I got, that I digitized his file for. Digitized the file, sent it to him, sent him a picture of the digitized version that I made with the tearaway stabilizer and the linen. My design was fine. Even it was fine the regular size. He didn't tell me he wanted it a specific size. So when you don't tell me you want a specific size, I just generally make all my designs the same size, which is the correct file size, the correct size, the size that file is going to stitch out the best. Which in his case was, I make all my files pretty much 250 by 250 inches. Centimeters, I think it is, or is it inches? 250 by 250 centimeters, I think. But he wanted it like super. After he never told me the dimensions, but I stitched out the file for him. I sent it to him, sent him a picture of what I came up with, and it came out fine. And after I sent it to him, he sent it back to me when he stitched it onto a shirt, and it did not look the same. He didn't use the same colors, but I understand not using the same colors because like you don't want to waste all your thread or whatever, but the design just didn't look the same, and I knew it was because he tried to stitch it onto a shirt, and the garment that I was using, which is the linen along with the tearaway stabilizer, is different material, so it holds different as the machine is doing the embroidering. So the shirt, the soft cotton, is gonna slip, it's gonna pucker, it's gonna do all types of things, and the only way to stop that, catch my drift, or to help aid it from doing that, is to use some fast tack. So I did recommend this to him. I don't know if he got it or not. I hope he's watching. I hope he sees this video so he can try it out. But also the other variable was he wanted it in such a small, he wanted it in a smaller file size. So when I sent it to him, he said, oh, could you make it this size? He wanted like a really, really small size, but the intricacies and all the detail he had in the design didn't allow me to do that. And he already paid his money for me to digitize a file, and he had too many intricate details for me to get down that small. And I had already worked on a file, I had already did the work. So, I mean, I tried to make it smaller and I did the best as I could. It took a little bit longer, and I know he probably wasn't pleased with that, but you know, that's why it's really, really important that you maintain exactly, you tell the person, tell people exactly what you want when you're getting work done, guys. So I just want to give you guys that advice, and that's something that I learned, and something that I think that I want to help clients know. Like, it's a lot of different details that designers need to know when they're doing a service for you. And that was partly my fault, partly his fault, but I'm gonna say it was mostly his fault. Because yeah, give me a file, I'm gonna take that file, the file that you have, that you gave me, I'm gonna put it in and I'm gonna make it that same exact size. And that's what I did. So now, then you come back and tell me you want it like 25 centimeters, real small. I'm like, yo, you got like little small eyeballs, and I'm like, that's impossible, you know. But hey, so hope this video was helpful. If it was, give it a thumbs up, like, comment, subscribe to the channel, guys. I'm gonna keep on showing you guys cool stuff, interesting stuff as I learn it, so you guys can learn along with me. Go ahead down in the description below and use my Amazon link. I am an Amazon affiliate, and buy your Fast Tack 384 spray so that your embroidery designs can come out way better, 20 times better, when you stitch directly to garments and t-shirts, guys. So it's your boy Allan Wade. Make sure you follow me on Instagram, instagram.com/adubbproductions. Go follow my Facebook page, facebook.com/adubbproductions, and facebook.com/King A-Dubb. And I'll see you guys on the next one. Thank you for viewing. Thank you for being so patient. It's your boy, and I'm out. Peace. Turn up that, crank it up. Why listen to the rest when you're rocking with the best, baby? This right here, this right here.